and he's not throwing it as much as he did, I guess, 2 years ago.
I mean, that's the biggest thing. It's a different scheme, so you can't really compare them because it's a different scheme overall. And I think they're doing a good job with him. I think he's doing a good job running the team.
And they've added Mark Ingram. What do you know about how will that add to their arsenal there with Kamara and now Ingram?
He's a complimentary back to Kamara. He's been there before. Tough runner. He's been a great runner in this league for a long time. So that gives him an extra 1-2 punch.
Thanks.
We'll go to Greg Allman.
Hey, Todd, you guys obviously have faced Kamara. To see how much the success you guys have had against him in the last 2 years with Devin White at linebacker, I just want to ask you why they match up well, why Devin has handled that as well as he has.
I don't know if anyone matches up well with Kamara. I think it's a team effort. We slowed him down. I don't know if we necessarily stopped him completely. He's probably one of the best one of three backs in the league right now, running and catching the football. So it's going to take all 11 of us right now. Devin's just one guy. We don't try to match Devin on Kamara to play football. It's going to take all 11 of us to try to slow him down and win the game.
Thanks.
We'll go to Jenna Lane.
Hey, Coach. Good to see you.
Jenna.
I know that you have obviously had a lot of practice against Jameis, but I mean, how much can you really rely on that when he is playing in such a different system that's asking him to do, a lot of different things than what he did in Tampa?
Well, it's a different system. The biggest thing for us, we're not just playing Jameis. He's got 10 other guys that can play damn good football over there that we got to prepare for. So if you just prepare for one guy, you're going to lose right off the top. Well, they got a great offensive line. Their receivers are very good. We just talked about the running back, and they have very good tight ends. So, and then Sean's a heck of a play caller. So we got to get ready for the Saints. Jameis is a sidebar for the people that's been here and everything else. And, he's a great guy. I love him off the field, but we got to get ready for the Saints, not just Jameis.
And if I can ask a follow-up, your pass rush has had so much success lately, but this is a Saints team that even with the injury to Andrews Pete, they may not give up a lot of sacks. How much onus is on the guys on the back end when you're rushing, to try and disrupt this quarterback?
Well, they go hand in hand. You can't rush without the coverage, and you can't cover without the rush. So we got to make sure we're on the same page and execute our game plan and go from there.
Thanks.
We'll go to Jane Slater.
Hey, Coach. With the announcement that, obviously Mark Ingram's coming back, Coach was telling us today that he's going to be in practice tomorrow and he's absolutely going to play on Sunday. So what tape do you pop in to scout him at this point? Do you go back to the old Saints tape? Do you evaluate the Ravens, the Texans? How does preparation come into play for getting Mark back?
Well, it doesn't really. He was there before. He was there with Kamara before. So it's just plug and play. Do the same things you usually do. He's going to take Latavius Murray's place from that aspect. He has a good grasp of the offense because he's played in it. We already know he's a good football player, and we just got to get ready to play him.
Next, we'll go to Evan Winter.
Hey, Coach, speaking of the Saints and their scheme, obviously they don't have Drew Brees anymore, but the offense is it can still make you pay if you're not careful. What is it about this scheme that makes it so effective?
Well, they got good athletes, they got good players, and they got a good coaching staff. So they're going to be competitive all the time. When you play against a team that has a good offensive line, receivers, running back, and quarterback, you got to be ready to play. And they're smartly coached, and they understand the scheme well, and they execute. So a division game, it's going to be a dogfight.
We have time for a few more. Next, we'll go to JC Allen.
Coach, you mentioned some of those wide receivers, obviously without Michael Thomas. What have you seen studying tape of these wide receivers and the challenges that they'll bring on Sunday?
Well, they got a lot of speed. They can beat you deep. They can beat you in the intermediate passes, and they can beat you short. Obviously, Callaway's been doing a great job for them. Stills has come in and chipped in very well. They just got Traquan Smith back, and we'll see if number 11 plays or not, but he's a speedster. They got a lot of guys that can beat you a lot of different ways. So, it's going to be a tough challenge for our guys in the back.
If Taysom Hill doesn't he'll be able to go on Sunday. How much easier does it make your job not having to prepare for him and obviously Alvin Kamara?
I don't think it makes it any easier. Like I said, one or two guys aren't going to affect us. They can execute with a lot of different ways with a lot of different people. So we're going to focus on the job at hand and try to take care of everything one play at a time.
All right, that's all we have time for. Appreciate you taking the time, Coach.
Thanks.